Howdy YouTube. I don't usually do intros to my videos because I normally do TikTok, so this is like kind of awkward for me. I usually just get into the reading, but hello. But let's get into it. Right off the bat, I'm getting this energy of someone. First of all, I want to start with you're about to receive some type of reward for some type of a lesson that you have been trudging through for a while now. I feel like it's been very subtly difficult, and I feel like it's not a subtle lesson. It's not like a subtle piece of darkness that you have been transmuting. I'm seeing it's big. I feel like this has a lot to do with your expression, throat chakra. I'm hearing something about, wow, something about it feeling like an act of rebellion to choose yourself. That might be significant for some of you. But whatever it is I feel like it's not subtle, it's something big, but I feel like it's something that you've been carrying for a long time to the point where like you've been used to it. Almost like, you know, people that are just very comfortable in their discomfort, you know, until they finally free themselves, they don't realize like how uncomfortable it was and how deep and dark and scary it was until they make it to the other side sometimes. I think something about like addiction for someone, like I'm getting the example of like people that drink alcohol every single day. Like I went through a period of my life where I was drinking alcohol way too often, and you get to that point where you wake up and it's not a hungover, you're not hungover anymore. It's just like a constant state of not feeling good to the point where you don't even realize that you're not feeling good, you know. And then once I finally freed myself from that, I felt like I was in heaven. Like the first time I did 75 hard, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I feel so much better. It feels good to like not feel bad. But I feel like that's kind of like a transformation that you're moving through. I have death on the bottom. That's doesn't have to be that. That could be just an example of some type of like discomfort or just extremely uncomfortable situation that you've been sitting in that you've almost like normalized. And I feel like when you finally free yourself from it, it's going to feel so good. 10 of Cups. I feel like this could be involving like your emotional world, something that you've been holding on to emotionally. Yeah, I'm really getting the energy of freedom is very significant here. Something about like healing abandonment wounds. I'm seeing like cutting heartstrings, or maybe just this belief about yourself. I feel like you're really increasing your self-worth at this time. You're really seeing your value, really seeing that the misfortunate events that you attracted into your life, you didn't attract them because there's something wrong with you. You attracted them because you were strong enough to handle them. That's why. And I'm even seeing like specifically like the concept, like the topic of addiction is probably one of the most difficult things people can move through. And in a sense, everything is an addiction, especially in this very like consumerism world that we live in. It's so easy to distract ourselves from what we actually are. I was even thinking about like for some people like spirituality, like when you get to that point of like the blip, because like spirituality at the beginning can be such a blissful, beautiful experience where you finally realize your potential and like see what you're capable of. But when you have to actually integrate and ground all of that energy down, it's a little bit different. And I feel like maybe that's also something that you're moving through. I have the 9 of Swords here. I felt called to grab my fairy stone too, so that might be significant. It's a really powerful crystal for helping you connect to your goddess energy. It's a very grounding crystal as well. It doesn't look all that special, but it's magical. It really is. All right. I have the Hermit and the Knight of Cups. I feel like you're gonna pop out with something new, especially with the Page of Wands here. I'm hearing They Don't See What It Takes. There's a song by Troy Boy. They Don't See What It Takes, something like that. Go listen to that song. It's very significant for you right now because I feel like you've been moving through something in the shadows very quietly. I feel like there's something, whatever this is too, I feel like you've done a really good job at either hiding it or you kind of were surrounding yourself with people that were dealing with the same thing, so it didn't seem like a big deal. So it's like not only did you have to do that inner work, but you had to like not like almost like protect other people around you from getting triggered. Because I feel like when you do that growth, when you do that healing, and when you're evolving in that way, you're showing other people what they're capable of and what they could be doing. And some people are gonna come with you, or some people are going to be triggered by it. Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. The more that you can be authentic with this, actually, though, throat chakra is significant. Libra energy might be significant for you as well. And kind of like know who you are, in the sense that you know all of the work that you're doing and how good it is, and not trying to hide it, not trying to be humble. You're gonna experience more money coming in, more stability, more wealth coming in, because the more that you can be authentic to you, even when you're standing in your power, even when it triggers other people, that's how you're gonna attract your opportunities. That's how you're gonna attract your people. Virgo energy is significant as well. I feel like you're also attracting in a more feminine way. You're not really forcing anything. Maybe that's one of the lessons that you've been learning as well for some of you. Because I feel like there's also this energy of like impatience. Sagittarius energy is significant, or even just like a stubbornness with Taurus energy. Because I feel like maybe you thought that forcing everything and being hard on yourself was going to make you grow and make you heal and make you evolve and expand faster, but it's not the case. It seems like you're really slowing down and realizing that slowing down is actually sometimes the fastest way to get there. Yeah, Justice card here. I feel like you're really just coming into balance too with the masculine and the feminine at this time. But let's pull some animal oracle cards for you. Get out of your head. I feel like that's a huge sign that someone needs to get out of their masculine energy as well. Masculine energy is a bit more about zooming in and problem solving, I would say. Feminine energy is more about being. Masculine is about doing, feminine is about being. You don't have to be in your head in order to be, you just be. You know? Yeah, and I have surrender to receive. So I feel like, yeah, you might also be learning a lesson about just giving yourself permission to receive. Yeah, because I'm also seeing just the balance of yin and yang energy. Like we learned this in Kundalini Yoga. In order to have more yang, we have to replenish with yin. Like one of the Kundalini yoga teachers that I met one time was saying that when he didn't understand this, he was constantly doing things like eating chia seeds and just trying to like hack his energy system to be able to do more, and until he realized like, no, you have to replenish. Like you have to just be in nature, take a break from the cell phone in order to naturally have more of that yang energy. Metamorphosis card here is significant. And I feel like it's not that you're completely ignoring your mind either. Flamingos might be significant. You're not just ignoring your mind, but you're using it to your advantage. I have Victory card here. Birds are very significant. Focus on the big picture. You're using your mind to, because I feel like there's this energy of you, maybe like you stopped giving yourself permission to just think how you want to think, have the perspective that serves you most. And now you're really just giving yourself permission to manifest the life of your dreams, genuinely. Yeah, I have manifestation card here. What else? Yeah, you're very protected right now. There's really nothing that you need to worry about. Trust yourself, trust your intuition first, trust your own inner wisdom first. And you're good, you're solid, you're golden. If you would like to book a personal reading, go ahead and book with the link in my TikTok bio. Otherwise, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.